Hey everyone, KIC here, and it's time for a little 7 days to design. That's right, I'm going to see if I can do this without breaking some sort of bone. Now, in the last episode, I spent a good chunk of time out in the wasteland collecting things, and, well, since I don't really have this complete up here yet, this kind of second floor I'm going to call it, I figured I'd go ahead and bust out an episode where you get to laugh at how terrible I am at building things. I apologize, this probably isn't going to be the most exciting episode in the traditional sense because there will not be gratuitous zombie violence, but there very well may be gratuitous player violence again because I have a bad habit of, or a good habit I guess for entertainment's sake, of falling. Of course there's probably going to be a lot of this, and by this I mean spinning frames around and various other things. Now the idea I have in mind is somewhat haphazard and partially coming together as I move along. And that's totally facing the wrong way now, isn't it? What about that way? Nope, still facing the wrong way. Now that's facing the correct way. These ones, I always have trouble seeing which direction they're going. Okay, so far so good. Haven't broken anything. And with any luck, I'll actually get through the entire thing without any sort of severe injury. Although the good thing is, I have a lot of sticks and various other things on me, and you know what? I need to do this, because I cannot tell what in the world I am doing right here. Let's try and do this without falling. There we go. Now maybe I can actually see where this is going. And that still was not right. Oh man. I really wish that it was a little darker. For certain things it just doesn't show up well and I struggle to see which direction it's actually facing. This being one of those. Okay. I'm placing the wrong one. That's why. I wish someone would have told me that sooner. Where are you, cat? Totally missed that one there. Okay, so the plan is to basically, well, you know what, here, let's go ahead and take that guy up. I don't need that right now, but I do need this. And while this is going, you can see I've kind of been working on various materials because I'm going to need a whole boatload of things. Let's go ahead and just start upgrading everything because I do need these to be, I'm just going to call them anchored. I'm really going to be pushing the limits of what I can do with wood here. Now I know there are better ways to build this, and I'm going to be the first to admit I don't have a complete grasp on how the structural integrity system works. I have looked at some of the stuff before, and I mean I kind of get a general idea, but what I'm going to end up doing, I could actually, I think, could go a little higher than what I'm going to do, but that would require redesigning what I'm doing, and I'm trying to do this in a somewhat minimal fashion, so because of that, I'm going to end up kind of limiting what I can do here. So, now the next question is, can I hit these from here? Alright, that makes my life a little easier, because I'm going to end up having to build all sorts of scaffolding and that sort of stuff, which is going to be annoying. I'm not really looking forward to that, and I'm not going to subject everyone to real-time building of this. In fact, we're just about at the point where I'm going to say I will continue on with this, and we will pick up, in a little while. But I'm actually going to leave this running, and I'm just not going to be saying much, so, well, you'll understand because it's going to be hyperspeed. So, let's get that started. Okay, so some bad, silly jumping aside, I think that completes the building phase. Wow, that was, it actually went better than I thought it would, believe it or not. Only had one item fall down on me, and you know what, let me grab one more thing here. Assuming I even have them in there. Maybe I've used all of them. Nope, wrong box. There we go. Thought I should go ahead and grab these, and completely forgot I had some frames in there ready to go too. Oh well, a little too late for that. So, need to do a few things right quick here. Let's see, let's go ahead. Do I have enough to do this? I think so. I knew there was going to be a tiny bit of crafting I had to do before I was totally ready to go. So let's go ahead and take care of the decorating portion now. Man, my mind is in a million places right now. That was quite the build. I know, it really wasn't all that insane, but ooh, that was interesting, trying to get everything up there without killing myself, or miraculously enough, without spraining or breaking a leg. That might actually be a first. And the cool thing is, I have that on camera. So I will be able to prove, at least to some minor degree, that I'm not... Sorry, I'm trying to throw a cat off the keyboard here. Probably didn't feel very good, sorry cat. But you know you're not supposed to be up here, so don't even do that. Okay, so desk is done. Now, put everything up here because this is going to see the sun rise. And over here, you know, couple to see the sun set. I mean, look at that. There it is right now. Sun's going down. It's too bad you can't actually sit on these things. That would be kind of cool. I don't know what purpose it would really serve, but, you know, it'd be sort of neat, I guess-ish. I mean, maybe that kind of turns into like a Sims type thing or something, I don't know. Now let's see, putting the work area over there, gonna put a fridge over here. I need to go get one more, so there will be a second fridge over here, at which point I will probably destroy those food boxes downstairs because I won't really need those. And then let's go ahead and, let's see, let's go you and you and you. And I know these don't actually do anything, but that's not going to stop me from placing them down. And since I don't have any cloth on me, what I will do is just go ahead and grab some cloth, make a bedroll, and just slap that down right next to the real bed, which kind of wish that would work too, so you don't have to have the ugly bedroll or the kind of crummy old nasty mattress, but you know, whatever. Minor problems. I mean, in the grand scheme, it's such a minor deal that really it's not worth griping about beyond just saying, hey, it would be cool if. And now because I did these in the wrong order, I'm going to have to click around a whole lot more. There we go. Now just to kind of finish up here, let's go ahead and put a nice end table with a lamp over there. Let's put one in the corner here, and let's do one over there. And we'll go ahead and throw one in the corner here, and we'll put that one there. Maybe I'll add some plants at some point, and knew that was going to happen. And I'll put one over here. Now, it is, as I said, kind of a sunset here, so got that going on there. Just kind of looking around to get a feel for how bright or not it is in here. So I think I'm going to add a couple more candles just to kind of add a little bit of light. I think that would be a good idea at this point. Trying to make sure I get to the same spot there. There we go. And last one. And look at that. Now, that's still kind of a minimalistic furniture arrangement there, which is actually just fine because that suits my style perfectly. I'm a bit of a minimalist myself, so there you go. This is kind of like a big loft. Got the fridge, got a desk and a work area, a couple lamps, some nice couches, and overall, that's not too shabby. I'm pretty pleased with that. And you know what? Here, let's go take. Let's see. I need to go downstairs now. And I guess I can go ahead and put that away. No need to really hold that either. There we go. That's not too bad. I'm going to go ahead and run out just a little bit here. I know it's getting to be really dark, and I should have some friendly neighborhood zombies coming around, but I just kind of would like to admire my handiwork. I know it's not the most beautiful thing, it's not the prettiest thing, it's not the most interesting in terms of architecture, but I'm pretty pleased with that, considering it started as nothing more than a gigantic concrete fortress that really was nothing to look at because, I mean, well, look at it, it's just a bunch of concrete. Here, let's throw this guy on so I can turn the flashlight on. But I mean, look at this, it's a bunch of concrete, there's ugly metal doors, there's bars everywhere. If I could go back and do it again, I would place the bars normally. Unfortunately, it's not that big a help to be able to shoot the crossbow out since you have to find just the right spot. That's kind of a meh. Oh well. And maybe I'll actually get around to getting rid of this grass and putting a proper floor in at some point, but maybe not. And then, of course, let's not forget, you got the little panic room down here, which technically I still have not outfitted, which is kind of funny. But minor details aside. Sorry, I'm playing Move the Cat from the microphone game again. But on the whole, I'm pretty pleased with it. And again, especially since it all just kind of started as a concrete fortress, and this was really just built on top of the roof of the panic room. So, yeah, not too bad. I'm pretty pleased with that. So, I'm going to go ahead and I think I will call that an episode right here. So, I will catch you probably on the morning of day 26. So I do have some minor stuff to do around here, make some more bolts, you know, the kind of usual nighttime sort of stuff. So until then, thanks for watching. See you later.